Hello, ladies and lads. I'm back on the floor. I'm so sorry yesterday that I wasn't on the floor. I broke character. It's fine. I'm back on the floor. So, what I'm going to talk about tonight, British people, for a little bit at least. Basically, so I'm at the Shubbaton for Shalva. There's a heck ton of people here, a lot of them being British. So we met a few different types of British personalities. One was in the elevator. We were going in the elevator, and this girl, we'd all just run a marathon, so that makes sense why she was like this. She puts down this bag and just sits against the wall and sits on the floor, which makes I've sat on the elevator floor. It's one of my favorite rides. Anyways, so but then she puts her and she sits down, and her friend's like, "You're just gonna leave the whiskey on the floor?" And she's like, "Oh, I'll get it when we leave." And so I assumed she was my age, but you never know. So that was one type. And the second type was this guy we met who was a little younger. And he knew nothing about America. Nothing. Take what you know about any other place, and it's more than what he knows about America. He didn't think that his accent was, an accent, which makes sense, because we don't hear our accents as accents, but he didn't, realize, about America. He didn't realize there were different types of accents in America. He didn't, know anything about America. It was so weird. And I was like, okay, but I know a lot about your people, your culture of British people. So, you should at least know, some things. To the extent where, oh no, it's falling down. Okay. To the extent where, he didn't know grades, he didn't know how the school system worked. But I guess if you grew up with only one thing, then I guess that's how you are. But, so, fun fact about me, actually. I have a thing. It's something that I'm pretty sure I made up in my head, but it's real. Where I when I hear an accent, I sort of throw it into my speech languages. So after I've been done talking to British people, I sort of just, transition to a British accent. And I'm like, oh, this is not your language. Why are you doing this? So anyways, I sort of do that, and that's, not chill, in my personal opinion, because then it gets stuck there. So I get, I'll just turn into random transitions of British, and I'm like, ah, and then I'm like that, and so then it's a problem. And then also, personally, that's usually only happens after I pretend to have a British accent or I talk to a British person. But something that is weird about my normal speech is I say sorry like a Canadian. Sometimes I say Shubbaton like a Canadian. Sometimes I say Shubbaton like a normal human. And Canadians are normal too. And then also, I say coffee, dogs. I hit up the New York accent on the occasion. And so why? I don't know. No one in my family is Canadian. No one in my family is from New York. So I don't know, I picked it up and it's stuck with my language. Also, if you don't know, I'm really bad at English. The language, I sort of struggle in the whole speaking like a normal type of person type thing. So I sort of make up my own words. If you've heard Suchwuch, it's trending now. And I've also just sort of talk nonsense. I mean, you've probably seen that since you've been watching these, or you haven't. But yes, nonsense, it is. But yeah, so I met a lot of people this shabbos, and it was really cute. Most of them were nice. Some of them were people I didn't want to hang out with, so henceforth I did not go near them. But they were all nice, except for the ones that weren't. But they were all nice. And I met, some British dudes, some young dudes. As you heard in my last video, I adopted some dudes. Didn't really see them all Shabbos. Hope they're okay. And yeah, so I sort of just been hanging out, and then I've hanging out with my friends, and then I made new friends, and yeah, no, that's what it's all about. And this is falling again. It's on a suitcase currently. That's why this thing is here. Sorry. Also, Israel's amazing, and we're about to hear a Nissan Black concert. I don't know if you know who he is. I don't, so let me know. He's apparently famous, Jewish, black convert, I think. So he's coming soon to do a little concert situation. And then we're going to the mall. And I like the mall. And I'm going to meet up with some humans. And it's going to be great and fun and amazing times. And tomorrow, got a whole plan out. Except I haven't planned it yet. So it's going to be something fun. And then tomorrow night I'm leaving this holy country of Israel, so that makes me sad. But then also I get to be back here in like less than 6 months, so that's exciting. And then I also got a little sunburn, but I enjoy it because then it's gonna be a tan, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, whoa, you got tan? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, even though it's been like raining here all day. Like monsooning. Like I've never seen weather like this even in America. Like there's just we're in our room, you open the door, the balcony door for a second, and let me show you. See that ceiling? Oh frick. See that ceiling tile? It's a ceiling tile, and it literally blows like up into the sky, and you're able to see, oh, okay, cool. You're able to like see into the ceiling. So that was pretty crazy. So we ended up staying inside all day, and that's why I met the new people and such. Oh, also there's so much food over this whole thing, and it's just I've eaten so much food. Also, my legs are killing from the marathon. I've been like duck waddling jelly walking all day, and I like am falling over left and right, and yeah, but it's fine because it was so worth it because it was an amazing experience, and I'm so glad I'm here. And yeah, so that was my weekend. Bye.